Hello everyone. So welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we'll solve exercise number 2 of type number 1. And if you'll see exercise number 2 of type number 1, here we have total 9 problem, where sum number 8 and sum number 9. If you'll see in sum number 8, here we have total 3 section, and sum number 9 has total 4 section. So first we'll start with the type number 1, and then we'll continue with all types of problem of type number 1. And here we have a in sum number 1 they are asking find x and y such that 1575 into x plus 231 into y is equal to 21. Here we have one equation, and we have to solve this equation, and after solving that we need to find x and y. So now we'll come to the solution part over here. Solution part says that in solution part, since already we have 1575 into x plus 231 into y equal to 21. So this is nothing but Diophantine equation. So Diophantine equation will be compared with, so since we know the format of Diophantine equation is nothing but a x by equal to c, and after comparing, here we'll get the a will be equal to 1575 and b will be equal to 231 and c will be equal to 21. So here we have estimated a, b and c. So now we'll go to the step number 1, and step number 1, here we'll find the GCD of a and b, and a is nothing but 1575 and b is nothing but 231, and we need to find the GCD of a comma b. So to find the GCD of a comma b, here we'll take the maximum value. Since here the maximum value is 1575, so I will write over here, and here we'll use Euclidean algorithm to find the GCD. So I think you know the approach of Euclidean algorithm. So here we are taking the maximum number, and after that what we'll do now, 1575 here we have, so 1575 will be divided by 231, and so it will go to 6 times, and then 1386 will come, 1386, and then we'll do the subtraction, and after subtraction here it will be 189. So hence we can say 1575 can be written as 6 into 231 plus of remainder, that is a 189. So here we'll write 6 into 231 and remainder is nothing but 189. So now I'll take 231 over here. Now again here we'll take 231. So 231 will be divided by 189. So it will go to one time only. 231 minus of 189, and here it will be the 42. So here, so 231 can be written as 1 into 189, 1 into 189 plus of 42. Now here 189 is there, so we'll write 189 over here, and then after that 189 will be divided by 42. So if I'll divide 189 by 42, it will go to 4 times, and 168 will be the answer, and after that 21 will come. So here, so 189 can be written as 4 into 42, 4 into 42 plus of 21, right? So now again we have 42, so we'll write 42 over here. So 42 can be written as 2 into 21, so remainder will be 0. So I hope you know the steps. Once the remainder becomes 0, so we'll take the remainder above the 0. So the other than the remainder 0, whatever is the latest remainder, that will be considered as GCD. So hence we can say GCD of 1575 has been calculated, and this is nothing but 21. So we can consider it as a D, because the GCD is represented by D. So hence we have calculated the step 1, and after that we'll go to the step 2 over here, and step 2 will be the completely new for you, and you are already aware with the step number 1, but step number 2 is not, it is completely different. So at the step number 2, what we'll do now, here we'll take the latest remainder equation other than 0. Since here also we have a remainder, here also we have remainder, here also we have remainder, here also we have remainder. So we'll consider the latest remainder equation other than 0. So this is the latest remainder equation other than 0, right? So in that case what we'll do, here we'll express the latest remainder 21 in form of other two terms. So other two terms is nothing but, if this is a remainder, so we can consider this is a term 1 and this is a term 2, right? So what we'll do now over here, we'll express 21 in terms of other two terms. So if I'll express 21 in terms of other two terms, so 21 can be written as, if I'll find the value of 21 from this equation, so 21 will be equal to 189 minus 4 into 42. I hope this step is clear to you now. 189 minus 4 into 42. I hope this step is clear to you. What I said at the beginning of the step 2, here you will have to take the equation which have the latest remainder other than 0. Then after that, whatever is the latest remainder, that will be expressed in terms of other two terms, because remainder equation has three terms. This is term 1, this is term 2 and this is term 3. So I am considering 21 as a term 3. So term 3 will be expressed in terms of term 1 and term 2. Hope this thing is clear to you now. So now after that, here whatever equation you will get at the very first step of step number 2, again we will see, do we have remainder over here? This is the process of GCD. In the GCD process, if you will see, here the 4 remainder we have: 189, 42 is a remainder, 21 is a remainder, 0 is a remainder, right? But we are not considering 0 over here. So now what we'll do, again whatever steps we have obtained at the step 2, so at the step 2 we'll check, do we have remainder over here? So 189 is there. So 189 is itself remainder which is present in equation number 1 of step 1, right? And again, and 42 again we have, right? So 42 is again a remainder of the equation number 2 of step number 1. So what we'll do over here, we'll express 189 in terms of other two terms. So here 189 we have. So if I'm going to express 189, so it will be 1575 or 1575 minus of 6 into 231 is there. I hope this thing is clear to you now. And here we have 4. Then after that, here 42 is given, right? So if I'll express 42 in terms of other two terms, so it will be 231 minus 1 into 189. And again, if I'm going to simplify this thing, so after simplification, here it will be 1575 6 into 231 minus 4 into 231 plus 4 into 189. So now we're going to simplify this thing. So after simplification, here we'll get something. Here we have 231, right? Again here also we have 231. So here we have 6 times, here we have 4 times. So after adding it will be 10, right? So here we'll write 1575 minus 10 into 231, and then after that at the last we have 4 into 189. I hope this thing is clear to you now. So now after that, here we have 1575, 231 and 4 into 189. So now what we'll do over here, here we have 1575. So now I'll check after simplification, do we have remainder in this equation? This is the latest equation what we have now. So in this equation, do we have remainder? Here we have 1575, 157 is not a remainder. 231 is also not a remainder, but 189 is a remainder, right? So it means that 181 can be replaced in terms of other two terms, because 189, sorry, this is not a 181, this is 189. So what we'll do now, this 189 will be replaced by this is the 189 here we have. So here 189 can be replaced by 1575 minus of 6 into 231. So 1575. So here I'll write 1575 minus 10 into 231 plus 4 into, yeah. So now here we can replace 189 we have. So here 189 will be replaced by 1575 1575 minus of, then we have 6 into 231. Then we have 6 into 231. So now we'll do the simplification over here, and after simplification we'll see Here we have 10 into 231 plus 4 will be multiplied by 1575. So 4 will be 1575 minus 6 4s are 24, right? 4 6 are 24. So 24 into 231 will come. So now after that, and here we have 231, here also we have 231. So after simplification, here we have 10 and here we have 24. So after simplification, 34 will going to come. So here we write 1575 minus 34 into 231. Here we have 4 into 1575. So now here we have 1575, here also we have 1575. Here 4 time, here 1 time, 4 plus 1 become 5. So 5 into 1575 will come. Then we have 34 into 231. So now since we know that so now I'll check whether we can stop over here or not. So the rule is very simple. Once we get the equation in terms of a and b, in terms of a and b, and other than a and b, if we don't have any remainder part of the GCD process, then that time we can stop. Do we have the remainder of the GCD process? Because in the GCD process, if you'll see of the GCD process, the step number 1, here we have the remainder 189, 42 and 21. So we'll check, do we have 189, 42 or 21 over here? Here we don't have, right? So now, so this is nothing but a, because we already we have done the comparison. So value of a is nothing but 1575 and the value of b is nothing but 231. So here we have a and here we have b, and other than b, a and b, whatever terms here we have, this is only coefficient part, right? This is not a remainder, this is also not a remainder, so we can stop over here. So now after that, what we do, we will try to, since we know that Diophantine equation has a format of ax plus by equal to c, or here we can write c equal to ax plus by. So here we have 21, so we'll try to express this thing. First we'll write a and then we'll write x. So this is a, so here I'll write 1575, this is a, and after a, whatever term is there we can consider it as a x. So here we can say 5 is nothing but x over here. So now then we'll write a b, so b is nothing but 231. So here we'll write 231, and whatever term is there with the b, that is called minus of, that is called y. So here y is nothing but minus of 34. So now here we can write, so this is nothing but in simple term, here we can express it as this is nothing but a, here I can consider it as a x, and this is nothing but b, and minus 34 can be considered as a y, and this is nothing but c, right? Because c is already, after a comparison, the c is nothing but equal to 21, so we can write c. So therefore here we can write c is nothing but equal to ax plus by. So hence here we have expressed Diophantine equation, and this is nothing but if I'm going to find the value of x, so since this is a and this is a x and this is a b and this is nothing but y, so therefore here we can write x is nothing but equal to 5 and y is nothing but equal to minus of 34. But the rule is very simple. Whatever value you will get at the step number 2, this is not x and y, this is basically initial value of x and y. So it is expressed as a x0 and this is called y0. So we have calculated x0 and y0. The rule is very simple. What we have to do basically, here we need to find the x, and to find the x, one formula is there, x0 plus b by a into t, and then we have to calculate y, and y's formula is y0 minus of a by d. This is not a, this is a d, right? A by d into t. So since so d, at the step 1 we have calculated d, and d is nothing but GCD, and at the step 2 we have calculated x0 and y0. Now we'll take the step number 3 and where we will calculate x and y. So here we'll start with the step number 3. Since the formula is very simple, The formula says that if you want to calculate x, the formula of the x is nothing but equal to x0 plus nothing but b by d, b upon d into t, and the formula of y is nothing but equal to y0 minus of a by d into t. So now we'll go to the values over here. X0 is nothing but 5 and b is nothing but if you see the value of b over here, so b is nothing but 231. So here we'll take 231 and d is nothing but 21. Yeah, here d we have 21. This is not t, this is d, right? And into t, right? In similar way, here we'll write the y0 is nothing but a minus of 35 and then a is nothing but 1575. A by d we have, right? The formula says that here we have a by d. D is nothing but 21 into t, and here we'll going to calculate the values. So here it will be 5 plus 231 divided by 21 is nothing but 11. So here 11 will come, 11 into t, and minus of 35, 1575 divided by 21 will be minus of 7, and here minus will come. This is not a plus sign. Because in formula minus is there, right? Minus of 35 and then and here we have a and a is nothing but 1575 and divide by 21 whatever so here we need to write the result. So 1575 divided by 21 will be 75. 75 into t will come, right? So since here we have calculated x, so we'll write the final answer over here. So x is nothing but equal to 5 plus 11 into t, and y is nothing but equal to minus of 35 and minus of 75 into t. So hence we have calculated x and we have calculated y in terms of t, and this is our final answer. So this is the end of the problem number 1, and we'll come to the next lecture, and next lecture we'll solve some more problem. Thank you.